Hi, hello. Are you a small clinic owner? So if you're a doctor of small clinic, this video is for you. I will help you to understand the cash flow problems and because of which why you are not able to grow your clinical practice. So if you're that doctor, please watch this video till the end of this today's tutorial because you never know, one small idea can change your clinical practice and can change your whole life. So if you are new to this channel, please subscribe to this channel where I share various tips, tutorial ideas, strategies, and resources to help doctors to grow their clinical practice. So please subscribe to this channel. My name is Dr. Nitin, and let's get started with today's topic. And today we are going to talk about cash flow problems for small clinics. So as a small clinic owner, you are already having multiple challenges, and one of the challenges which is creating other problems in your clinical practice is the cash flow problems. So let's understand these cash flow problems and what kind of problems you can face. So as a small clinic doctor, you might face irregular patient flow. You never know, like someday you will have more number of patients, someday you will have less number of patients, and there will be many days where you will not have a single patient also. So that is a very common observation in a small clinic. So this is one of the problem which is happening because of cash flow problems, and it also creates cash flow problems. Another problem is delayed or unpaid bills from the patients. Your patients are visiting your clinic, but they are making only partial payment, or they are delaying the payments due to certain personal or financial reasons. But that is impacting your clinical practice. Another problem is limited access to working capital. So this working capital is the capital which is required for your day-to-day operations of the clinic. That is the basically the expenses required to maintain your clinic, your clinic rents or your EMIs, your if you have some staff, the salaries, the bills for your electricity and all other expenses, taxes. So all those factors are coming under your working capital because it's required to smoothly operate your clinic. So these are the expenses which can hamper your cash flow. Another problem is high operational cost because, as I mentioned, though there are small number of patients, but you have to maintain same expenses irrespective of low number of patients, because of which the proportionately there are relatively high operational cost for running a small clinic. Another problem is inadequate financial planning. You, particularly small clinic owners, are the young graduates who have just completed their clinical practice, and because of that, you haven't done any financial planning as such, and you have just started your clinical practice without giving a thought. And because of this lack of planning, and particularly without this financial planning, your clinical practice might be at risk, and that's why you need to take this factor very seriously. Another problem is with the rising expenses for equipments and supplies. So because of regulatory requirements, and also to serve your patients in a better way, you have to maintain certain equipments in your clinical practice, and which require some kind of maintenance, because you don't want to damage those expensive equipments, and which itself becomes a cost to your clinic. And with the decreasing number of patients, limited number of patients, this can be very challenging for a small clinic owner. And then another problem is with the limited insurance reimbursements, because of if you are working with any clinical practice, sorry, health insurance company, or you are working with any government insurance company. In that case, if you are managing the patients with the insurance, in those cases there might be some delayed payments from the insurance company, or the provider, so which can lead to this kind of problems in your clinical practice. Then another problem is with the various economic downturns in the financial situation of the country or the area can impact you directly in your clinical practice, because of the inflation and other economical factors. The patients are coming less to your clinic, and that's why it's impacting your patient visits, and which in turns impacts your cash flow in your clinical practice. So that's why even these kind of external factors can affect your clinical practice. Another problem is with the competition from larger healthcare providers, particularly if you have started new clinical practice, or if you have very small clinic. You are definitely going to face this kind of challenges from bigger polyclinics or even hospitals or even chain hospitals, where patient will prefer to go and take treatment over those clinics. So if you want to overcome this kind of cash flow problems in your small clinic, I invite you to join with me in this exclusive workshop for clinical practice owners, where I will discuss about various strategies how you can increase that cash flow in your clinical practice. I will give you certain tips to help you grow your clinical practice. And if you want to grab this opportunity, I invite you to register for this free workshop. This will be an online workshop and it will be free for you. So if you are particularly doctor and from small clinic, please register for this webinar and we will meet live soon. If you have any questions related to today's topic, please ask your questions in the comment section, and I will answer your questions and I will reply to you. If I hope you have found this video useful, please let me know in the comment section your thoughts, so that your feedback can help me to come up with more topics, and I can help you to grow your clinical practice. So this is Dr. Nitin signing out. That's all for now.